only 602 ever built. It was too fast, too loud, and too cool to advertise. And now it's worth more than your house unless you live in San Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because today we're talking about the 1967 Camaro Z28, a car so secretive even Chevy didn't want you to know it existed. Seriously, it was like the Area 51 of pony cars. If you wanted one, you had to know a guy who knew a guy, who probably had a mullet and knew where the best drag strips were. Meanwhile, Timmy said he tried to build one from a lawnmower engine and a coffee table. He called it the Z/Crank. It cranked once. He tried to race one in reverse because he heard the gearing was better. We still haven't found the mailbox. Smash that subscribe button like you're shifting into fourth with no synchros, because this channel brings you cars so wild even your mechanic will cry. Let's set the scene. It's 1967. The Mustang's been out for 3 years and it's selling like polyester bell-bottoms at a Bee Gees concert. GM's getting nervous. Chevy execs are pacing in windowless rooms, chain-smoking Lucky Strikes, muttering, "We need something meaner, louder, Americaner." Enter the Camaro. But not just any Camaro. This is the Z28, the Camaro's angry little cousin who shows up to Thanksgiving in race tires and a bad attitude. And here's the kicker. Chevy didn't even list the Z28 in early brochures. It was like Fight Club. Rule number 1, don't talk about Z28. Rule number 2, seriously, don't talk about Z28 unless you're wearing racing gloves. Design-wise, it looked like it just got out of detention. Twin racing stripes that screamed, "I eat Mustangs for breakfast." No frills, no spoilers, just pure automotive aggression. It had a stance so low and wide, it looked like it was flexing at you in the parking lot. Under the hood, a 302 cubic inch V8. That's 4.9 liters of high-revving, tire-shredding fury. Chevy rated it at 290 horsepower, just to make insurance agents stop crying. But the real number? Closer to 400 horsepower. That's right, they lied to your face, like a used car salesman with mirrored sunglasses and a handshake that smells like gasoline. And the transmission? A close-ratio 4-speed manual. You had to row your own gears like a man, or like Timmy, who thought double clutching meant drinking 2 beers before shifting. Suspension? Front A-arms and coil springs. Rear? A solid axle and leaf springs, so stiff they doubled as gym equipment. It didn't ride like a Cadillac, it rode like a protest against smooth roads. And the brakes? Discs in the front, drums in the rear, unless you shelled out for the full disc option, which you should, unless your idea of stopping is eventually. This car was built for the Trans Am Racing Series, where engines had to be under 5 liters. The 302 was designed like a legal loophole with spark plugs. It revved high, ran hot, and ate corners like it hadn't seen a carburetor in days. Only 602 Z28s rolled off the line in 1967 because Chevy wasn't trying to sell it to everyone. They were trying to win. Timmy says he saw the 603rd, but it was on a VHS tape he recorded over with Matlock. Would you dare daily drive a 400 horsepower vintage race car with rear drum brakes and a suspension tuned by Thor? Top speed? Between 124 and 132 miles per hour. That's 212 kilometers per hour for our metric friends. 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.3 to 6.7 seconds, depending on how many cheeseburgers you and your passenger had before launch. It weighed between 3,060 pounds, that's 390 kilograms, or about the same as 2 Timmy-sized adults and a trunk full of Hot Wheels. The first Camaro Hot Wheels casting dropped in 1968. Yes, just 1 year after the real Z28 hit the streets. You could say it went from showroom to toy box faster than Timmy goes from "I can drive this" to "I need bail money." So next time you hold that little Hot Wheels Camaro, know this, it's not just a toy. It's a tribute to a real car that was too loud, too fast, and too awesome not to shrink down and mass-produced by the millions. Back in 1967, the base price was just $2,930, roughly $20,000 today after inflation. But now, these babies go for $70,000 to $250,000. At auction, depending on condition, originality, and how many Timmy fingerprints are on the paint. One sold for $302,500 at Mecum in 2024. That's more than some people's retirement plans, or in Timmy's case, entire life plan. And if you own one now, get ready for parts that are rarer than a sober politician. Maintenance? Let's just say it helps to have a mechanic who's also a magician. Want to see what $302,500 worth of Z28 muscle looks like? Link to the auction is in the description. Go ahead, cry a little. We did. And if you like this kind of insanity, real Hot Wheels, wild specs, and jokes so bad they void warranties, become a channel sponsor for just $1. That's less than a cup of gas station coffee, or one of Timmy's limited edition collector's belts made from seat belts and hope. Links in the description. See you next time, legends! And Timmy, if you're watching this from your homemade racing simulator made of milk crates and trauma, hit the brakes, buddy.